welcome back. And before we begin, Hug or Slug,
We as TV10 do not condone any acts of physical violence
in this.
For this case, everything is 100% a hypothetical scenario. All right, let's move on to our experts.
Introduce yourselves.
What's good? I'm Abe.
And I'm Somerset.
Okay. Any other plugs?
Game show. Watch it. Thursdays.
Ben and me are going to be there this Friday.
We are going to be in there. It's going to be a pretty cool episode.
And also Mia and I will be there.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Okay. For Slug, we mean the character that you would like to fight on sight if you ever saw them. This is all hypothetical, though. It's just...
On the less violent side of things, hug is just like it sounds. You just hug this character. Now, onto our first character, Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. For Hug, he was kind of manipulated, and he went good in the end, Mm-hmm. And also, he's technically like a child, so there's that too. But Slug, he also does try to kidnap Aang for like the entirety of the first season, and just generally fights for the Fire Nation a lot. That's pretty bad. We don't condone being evil.
Yes. Or imperialism.
Yeah. All right. What are your experts' rankings?
Hug. That's a kid who's been like really, really abused.
He's also got cool glasses.
He's also got cool glasses. I just feel really bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
Has he done bad things? Yes. But also it's a child that's been going through some really rough things.
We can forgive him. I'd say a hug. I mean, why not?
Everybody
deserves a hug, I think.
Hug.
I don't know. I haven't seen the rest of the characters here, but Zuko in my heart deserves a hug.
All right,
everything can be forgiven.
Moving on to our next one. We have Professor Callahan from Big Hero 6.
Mm-hmm.
Slug.
Slug immediately as well. This is a lot of Slug. He's the reason why one of the best older brothers in all of cinema is dead. So he's dead to me.
Yeah. I'd say Slug. I think his crimes are pretty unforgivable, especially from the perspective of a lot of the characters.
Yes.
I get where he was coming from on the movie, but still, no, he killed my boy. I forgot his name, but he killed Tadashi.
He killed Tadashi. No,
I love that guy.
There are so many other ways he could have gone about it.
All right, well, real quick before we move on, I just wanted to say that the Big Hero 6 cartoon is it slaps, honestly.
It's so good. Also, you find out he does go to prison, which is good. He deserves to be there.
All right, well, moving on to our next villain, we have the Wicked Witch of the West. Full disclaimer, I've never seen The Wizard of Oz.
What?
I just know what the story
this. I will make him watch it. Don't worry.
I've never seen that.
All right, well, anyways, for Hug, her sister does get crushed by Dorothy's house. Sad face. And I don't know, something wicked or something. I don't know.
Yes.
But for Slug, she does try to kill Dorothy over the shoes.
She enslaves all of the monkey bat people.
That too.
It's bad.
That's pretty
She's
bad.
She's not a good person. She hunts down an innocent girl because her house fell on her sister, which I understand, but she can't control where her house lands. I would say Slug for her. Just in general, she's not a
Dorothy
nice person.
was secretly Carl from Up the entire time. Anyways.
Slug. She's not a good person. Even in Wicked, she's kind of sympathetic at the beginning, but then things get worse, and then she gets worse. I mean, her sister's kind of awful in Wicked, too.
Yeah.
They're both bad. There's a reason they're wicked witches. Yeah, and Wicked, the movie, comes out soon, I guess. Don't cover her eyes out of disrespect.
Is it the same witch from Wicked?
Yes, this is a lady from Wicked.
Was this the prequel, sequel?
This is the sequel. This came out before Wicked. Wicked is supposed to be the prequel.
I know, but
the sequel
timeline-wise.
The sequel to Wicked.
I don't know.
I can say words.
Slug. Not my type.
On to the next.
We have Darth
Vader.
Vader. So, for Hug, he's pretty regretful of his actions, and he does do one final act. Abe, you really seem to be confused about this.
Did you not know what he looked like under the mask?
I did. I just why would I hug him?
But for Slug, he did participate in the Empire. He personally committed or oversaw a lot of really bad atrocities.
Genocide. He did
Also tried to
kill a
kill
lot
his
of
son.
young ones, so children. He murdered a ton of children.
He did do that.
I would say I would hug Anakin, sucker punch Darth Vader if I could. He would probably force choke me and kill me, but that's fine. It'd be worth it.
What's the quote? He's like, I killed them all, even the children. What?
I don't know. You said
No, 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 no.
Not just the men, but the women and the
And the
children
children,
too.
Wait, is that where it comes from?
Yes.
Yeah. You need to watch Star Wars. I mean, he has watched Star Wars, and
He was on our Star Wars episode. Go watch that
he's
too
an
if you have
expert
time.
at Star Wars.
I've only seen the first one out of like the new sequels. What was it? The Force Awakens.
That-
I've only-
that's
saw
fine.
that
that's the
okay.
only one I've ever
I'm
seen.
assuming you're gonna.
And
slug
I
it.
didn't know any English when I saw it. I saw it on English
Okay.
because my uncle took me even though I didn't know any English.
All right, we'll just go with Slug for you.
So we're gonna go with Slug.
I feel like
On to
honestly,
the
there's only like
next.
5 or 6 people in the entire camp
Yes,
that
we
could,
have
like,
President Business now, and an evil maniac. He's just an evil Lego dude.
Yeah, he's pretty evil.
Yeah, he wants to glue everyone in place so they can't do anything, which is really sad because he wants to be the most special person in the entire universe, but he's not. But he is in the end, so it's fine.
Exactly. But on the pro side, he is kind of more a representation of Finn's like father, who isn't really like a bad dude himself, like as a personal and all. And so, you know, he does like he's another one of those villains who like kind of turns good in the end, you know. And he goes golfing for the entirety of the second movie.
But Taco Tuesday,
Okay,
Tacos are
would
pretty
you hug
cool.
or slug him then?
Slug for Taco Tuesday.
Yes.
I love tacos.
It became
I think.
Freedom Wednesday.
Except the machine that he called taco. That's the one I don't like. So hug.
I'd probably hug. I don't know how that would work. He's like a little Lego, so I think I would just give him a pat on the head. He kind of sucks, but in the end, he was good. In the second movie, he was also good when they were going against the Lego Duplo.
He's got a huggable face. I
As
feel.
as Emmett said, you're not a bad guy.
Exactly.
So I don't know. He's also just cool headgear.
I would probably hug as well, but it'd be like the little boop to his face, which might be bad, but that's fine.
So he's not a
Alright.
bad guy in the second movie? I've never
He's
seen the
not a
second
bad
one.
He
guy. in the
basically
second
isn't even
movie.
there in the
It's
second
fine.
movie.
Let's
Moving
moving on. We have Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove. She's awesome. Cool science cave. Gets turned into a cat, which isn't great. Also, Kronk. Kronk is awesome. I would hug Kronk, but he's not on this list because he's not a villain. He's just an adorable henchman who wants to do good things, but is really bad at it sometimes. But he gets better in his own movie later on. That is her evil cat form. It's adorable. I love her, so I wouldn't hit her as a cat. And also, she's an old lady, so I'd be scared if I hit her, she would die. But yeah.
I thought we were looking at the guy on the left for a sec. I've never seen him for his new
That's
groove.
Kronk. He's a
Oh.
himbo, and we love him.
We love Kronk. Kronk
we
is
love.
great.
I would say Slug, but lightly, so I don't accidentally commit murder.
Yeah, I feel Slug too. Like, I don't know. I just don't see a lot of like, well, like she is obviously villainous, but she doesn't like do like horrible, like forever unforgivable things. But like, you know, like she just doesn't have that many redeeming qualities.
She does also try to poison Cusco. Then in the second movie, Kronk's whatever does swindle a bunch of old people out of their life savings and turns them all
okay.
homeless.
No,
out
okay,
of
never
greed.
mind.
So
Yeah, that
like,
is
yeah,
pretty bad. I
she's
would
not a
slug
good
that, yeah.
person.
I was not aware of Kronk's new groove lore.
Yeah.
Hug the cat, Slug the grandma.
Yeah.
I wouldn't slug a cat. I'd probably pick it up by the scruff and like put
Cat
it somewhere
owner right
else.
here.
Yeah.
Slug the old lady. I feel like she could take it. She somehow survived till the second movie. She's fine.
Yeah.
She's okay.
She's fine.
All right, moving on to our
Next
next
up.
one.
Is Mr. Tinkles
You're probably
from
gonna have to
Cats
explain
and
this.
Dogs. This is a two-part movie about how a secret dog agency has to fight a secret cat agency who's trying to take over the world and make everyone allergic to dogs. Mr. Tinkles is the secret overlord of it. And in the final battle of the first movie, falls into a vat of hair removal and becomes a hairless cat. He also goes to cat prison at one point. That's why he has his little straight jacket. Very cute, very cuddly. But yeah, so very much so evil, but also you can't hit a cat, so I'd probably keep him and put him in adorable costumes. Like, what's the punishment for him after each time he did evil deeds?
Hug. Hug. I love cats. I love how they put him in his Silence of the Lambs fit. That goes hard.
That's his prison fit. It's so cute.
Even as a hairless cat, he's kind of cute.
He is. He
I'm
also
like-
has a little pet mouse that he pets. He does not eat the
Yeah.
mouse at all because
He
it's
might-
his friend.
Like,
He might be evil, but he's a cat, so hug.
he's not actively harming me, so it's okay.
Aside from maybe
Yes.
making you allergic to
Except
dogs.
just
That's
as-
only if his plan
That's
comes
only
through.
that, and
Besides the
that's what
point.
allergy meds are for. It's
Exactly.
fine.
I didn't even know this was a movie till 30
I
seconds
recommend
ago.
watching it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I like cats and I like dogs. I didn't know there was a movie about it.
Yeah, it's called Cats and Dogs. Watch it if you can.
I don't know. It's a cat, I guess. Hug.
Okay.
Or, no, actually, Slug.
No.
Not kidding. Hug. Hug,
Hug,
guys.
hug. It's hug. Okay, let's go on to the next slide, which is then Dr. Doofenshmirtz. This man I am hugging all day long.
Doofenshmirtz Evil
Incorporated. That's the only part of him that's evil. He's an amazing father. He makes a bunch of innators that always fail. Also, he was abandoned as a child. No one showed up for his birth.
He has like
How
a
does that
million
even
traumatic
work?
backstories.
It's really bad. Don't ask. Also, he later on invents time travel and changes his name to Dr. Time. I love this. Watch Milo Murphy's Law.
Yeah, now it's Dr. Time's building, recently
Yes.
renamed for branding purposes.
It's beautiful.
Imagine that, but I sung it.
Hug.
I feel
Just
we have,
look at
we have to
him.
go with Hug.
Hug.
Yeah.
He's a little cutie
hug all
patootie.
around. He's a cutie
He's
patootie and
just-
deserves better.
He's just
Oh.
friendly, you know?
I wish he was my dad. I love my dad. I love you, Dad.
I think
Alright.
he'd be a
I
great
love my
dad.
dad too.
Also, he doesn't like kill Perry. They kind of have just like that cat and mouse
Yeah,
type
I mean,
deal
like,
going on.
yeah.
Like when he's not up to fighting, he's just like, hey,
His
Perry.
alternate version
How
in the
you
movie
doing?
is a pretty evil guy, but also that's not the main Doofenshmirtz. That's
Yeah,
not the
that's
Doofenshmirtz we're
fine.
talking
Didn't
about.
he
so,
become evil for like some lame excuse? I
Yeah,
don't
it was
know.
because he lost his train versus the real
abused all his
Doofenshmirtz was
life.
abused every single day of his life and just didn't become evil. Also, he's still technically married. They got divorced for legal reasons. They're still married and still talk and hang out. He's also a loving husband,
He
by the way.
is.
It's
I've
so
seen-
cute,
I
and I
love
love that
him.
fact.
His voice is better in Spanish though.
Good to know.
Hola, soy
Let's
Doofenshmirtz.
continue then.
Shark!
To the shark from Jaws. It's called Punch in the Face time because I am not getting eaten.
Well,
Hug.
if you ever get attacked by a shark, I feel like you just punch him in the nose.
Yeah,
right?
and then they leave you alone. So like
Oh,
that's
okay.
exactly what you do.
So
Slug is the way you survive.
just
Carves human flesh. Carves human flesh.
Craves, my bad. I am dyslexic.
Not hug,
I
but
guess he does
like
both.
observe in the water. It's an animal. I like sharks.
Sure.
He's cool.
By the way, Mia, are sharks mammals?
I am not answering this question.
That's a bit of handful lore for all those who don't know. Anyways,
Yes.
back to you, Abe, before I,
just-
interrupted.
I thought sharks didn't kill a lot of people though.
They don't actually.
Yeah.
Vending machines kill people more often per year.
Toilets kill more people.
Imagine going to one of those funerals.
Whales actually do kill more. Anyway, I
Yeah.
would say
Okay.
no, I would go with the same answer as Summer said. Just watch from a distance and enjoy. Neither hug nor slug.
Okay. I guess we're going on to the next one up, which is then Dr. Evil himself, who once tried to hold the world hostage for $1 million. Austin Powers.
I've never seen this movie either.
Okay, maybe that we're gonna have to teach you. It's fine.
Abe
Um,
needs to get on his like training.
I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I don't know movies.
Well, that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, that's what makes it interesting.
I know who he is. I
He
just
also
never
has a
seen the
mini
movie.
me, which is very cute, but he's also a terrible father and also abusive boss. So, not great human being.
Mini me is not cute.
Mini me's cute. In the
Slug.
movie.
I'd slug him too.
I'd probably
would-
slug him
he's
as
pretty
well.
evil.
Slug as well. I like how in the movie he just kind of like drop kicks Mini Me. That's kind of hilarious. I'll give him points for that. But he's,
Yeah, I
he's
mean-
awful. He does the. I love it when he.
I mean, evil
Get
is
that.
literally in his name, so I feel like ignore that we literally just gave hug to the guy who ran Evil Incorporated.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah,
evil
this
is in
guy
his
is
name. You know,
actually-
he's actually evil.
I'd blow up the world for $1 trillion.
I would as well.
Maybe
probably.
$1 billion. I don't know.
Couple
Alright.
billion would be nice. Well, now we have one final one up after this, which is broad
Broad
concept
concept of
capitalism.
capitalism.
It's called Slug
Wow.
on Sight.
Would you hug or slug capitalism as an
Addison's
economic
going
system?
crazy
We're
off
getting
camera.
we're getting some word from backstage that Addison
Slug.
seems to be slug on
Slug.
site.
Lovely. It's called On Site. If we got to meet capitalism,
I
in
would
real life.
I would slug capitalism.
I would as well.
I would do that. Yeah.
Well, seeing as this is our last one, thank you for being on and playing Hug.
Hey, wait,
or
we
Slug.
didn't get.
Oh, did you want to hug or slug capitalism?
For legal reasons, I can't answer that.
All
Good
right.
to know.
Well, we thank you for being on here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you. It was fun to hug and also slug.
And also watch from far away.
Very nice.
I'm feeling something in my pocket over here, huh?
What is it?
Oh,
Squid?
squid. That's weird. I thought I locked you in the closet with like the other versions of the host. You didn't hear anything. Nothing.
Well, that's all, folks, for this episode of Real Talk.
Be sure to check us out on mytv10.uwbc.edu or on our YouTube page, UWBC TV10.
As for now,
Keep it real.